So welcome to lesson number 1. I'm going to start right at the beginning, and I'm just going to run through how to actually hoop around your waist. The first thing that I would suggest is that you grab your weighted hoop, or you grab a large hoop. This one is 34 to 36 inches. This one's like 38. The heavier and larger the hoop, the easier it's going to be. So the first thing you want to do is grab it at the back, so your hands are adjacent to your hips. Put it against the small of your back, that's here. And when you push it, you're going to use your dominant hand to push it against your waist. So the first time that you hoop, I want you to just throw it around your waist and don't move. And there is a really good reason for this. Now, when you hoop for the first time, it isn't a natural feeling. You want to move inside of it. You haven't maybe hooped before. Maybe you haven't hooped since you were a kid. But you do want to get used to just throwing it against the side and holding it as straight as you can. Don't throw it at an angle, otherwise it's just going to fall to the ground. So hold it up as straight as you can. It might be a little bit heavy. So again, I'm just going to throw it against my waist and just let it roll. So what you're really looking for is a kind of timing, and it's a 2 count. So I'm going to hoop and it's going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'm getting that count from when it hits on the sides of my body. And that's really important because that timing is when you're going to push the hoop around with your body. So there's 2 ways that you can learn to hoop around your waist. Firstly, you can stand with your legs shoulder width apart, and you can hoop left and right like this. So you're just going bob, 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 bob. The other way to do it is to stand with your leg forward and hoop back and forwards. So hooping back and forwards looks like this. And then bobbing to the side. I prefer to bob to the side just because it feels a little bit more natural. I tend to like have a little bit of bounce in my knees, so I'm not locked in place. I'm not doing this on the top of my body. It's just a nice little bob feeling back and forth. And then you kind of want to put those 2 things together. So when I first started learning to hoop, I found that I would just push the hoop as hard as I can against the waist and just wait for that timing, count it in, and then begin. So, okay. The other way that you can do it, with your leg forward and back, and just thrust the hoop forward to gain the momentum. It's actually slightly easier to begin learning like this. Or you can try doing it by rotating the hips, but I find that that doesn't always come so naturally to a lot of people. So begin by learning legs apart, try and count that 2 timing. If you can't do it like this, which is the way you'll normally end up doing it once you get good at hooping and it feels natural, just learn like this. And also, don't forget to do it the other way. Don't do what I did and learn for 6 months only hooping one way and then be really confused when you can't hoop the other way. It sucks. You have to learn everything both ways. So just get used to it. If you're finding that the hoop keeps dropping, turn with it. So turn in the direction that the hoop is going. And just, as you can see, I'm just pushing back and forth, basically with my stomach muscles, I guess. Just push back and forth and rotate in the direction of the hoop. And that'll really help you keep it up. And if you want to challenge yourself and you feel like getting good, try going the other way, so against the rotation of the hoop. This is a little bit tricky. So, I really hope that that helps you. Do get comfortable with it, and do understand that it doesn't always come naturally. We make it look easy when you've had loads of experience doing it, but trust me, when you first start, the hoop drops a lot. You do the dig, which is where it starts to drop on your waist, and you end up like going down trying to get it back up again. That's fine. Get used to doing it. You haven't failed. If you can get it back up, perfect. You're learning new skills. But just spend a bit of time doing it. Listen to the timing of it as well. Feel the rotation of it around your body. If it doesn't feel good with the hoop that you're using and you have another hoop, try it with a different hoop. You might find that it's easier with a different size. Anyway, I hope that really helped. And if you've got any more questions, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer them.